So we have to look at the conditions for this canonical transformation. That means we have to look at the transformations from the variables, that is our old coordinates. What are the old coordinates? That is q1, q2 up to qn. Then this p1, p2 up to pn. Okay, these are the small q1, q2 and p1, p2. So these are nothing but the old coordinates, that is the old variables, and that will have to transform into the new variables. That is, this is transformed to q1, q2 up to capital Q1, and we'll have that capital P1, capital P2 up to capital Pn. Okay? So the transformation of old coordinates to the new coordinates are said to be canonical, are said to be a canonical transformation, or they are also known as a contact transformation. Not only canonical, they are also known as a contact. Okay, so the transformation from old coordinates to the new coordinates are canonical, or they are said to be a contact transformation if you can have conditions, that is, let us say summation over k is equal to 1 to n, this capital Pk into this capital DQK, okay, Pk into DQK minus this small pk into DQK is equal to beta. Condition लक्षात घ्या. The transformation is said to be a canonical transformation or a contact transformation. That is the transformation from the old to the new coordinates is said to be canonical if this condition is satisfied. What is theta? This theta is known as an exact differential. What is this theta? Theta is known as an exact differential. So this pk, capital Pk into derivative of this qk, small pk into derivative of this small qk. So you can have these conditions, and this condition that must give us a exact differential equation. In second year BSc, we have looked at this point that is called an exact differential. There we have seen one conditions. Okay, if you can remember the total differentiation, df is equal to dA by dA x into dx plus dA by dA y into dy. So for that, we'll have a condition that is df is equal to mdx into ndy. Okay, so when this dA by dA y and dA by dA x, that is mixed partial derivatives are equal, then we'll just say that is said to be an exact differential. Now we'll have that the transformation is said to be canonical if this pq into pk into dqk capital old new coordinates minus these old coordinates, that gives us the exact differential. Let us say we'll have one example. The example is like this. They are asked us to show that the transformations show that the transformations capital P is equal to 1 half this q square into small p square, and capital Q is equal to tan inverse q upon p, okay, q upon this small p are canonical. The problem is very simple. They asked us to show that this transformation, okay, old to new or new to old, they are nothing but canonical. What does it mean? That means we'll have to show this. So what does it require? So let us say we have a condition for a canonical transformation. Okay, I'll just write it here. So condition for the canonical transformation capital P into the derivative of this capital Q, P into dq, minus small p into the derivative of the small q is exact. Is exact differential. Okay, that is our condition. If this is exact, then we just say this transformation is said to be a canonical transformation. So what we want? आपल्याला p दिलेला आहे capital P. Okay, आपल्याला dq माहित नाही आहे, but we have this value of q. So we'll just have to find out the derivative of this. So just have a look. We have this small q is equal to this tan inverse small q upon p. Okay, so this is the small q upon p, and therefore what is the value of dq? The value of dq that comes out to be is p dq small p into dq minus this q into this dp divided by this p square plus q square. This is the derivative of this q. So dq is nothing but p into dq minus q into dp divided by p square into q square. So what we want? So therefore we have a value of this p dq, capital P into dq minus this small p into dq, and that value that can be written as what is small p? The small p is 1/2 into bracket this q square plus small p square. This should be multiplied by the value of this, that is p dq into q dp. So we can have this p dq minus this q into dp, and it is divided by this p square plus q square. Okay, and minus this value of small p into this dq. Okay, so what should be our conditions? Our conditions that should look like, so this p square q square that we can cancel out with this one, and what is our answer now? We'll have an answer that is 1/2 into this p dq. First thing, 1/2 into this p dq minus 1/2 into this q dp minus this p into this dq. So what should be your answer now? The answer is, you just look at the conditions. The answer comes out to be, so this is p, capital P into this capital dq minus small p into this dq, that must be equal to, what should be this? This is 1/2 p dq, this is minus p dq, so this comes out to be minus 1/2 this p dq minus 1/2 into q dp. What is this? Is this an exact differential? So this comes out to be an exact differential if you just have a condition. Just look at this. I can take 1/2 common, minus 1/2, and I can write this as p dq plus q dp. What is this? This comes out to be, you can have, that is the derivative of, this is 1/2 into derivative of p into q. What is the derivative of pq? p dq plus q dp minus 1/2 आहे तसंच किंवा हेच आपल्याला असं लिहिता येईल. That is the derivative of minus 1/2 of pq. So this is an exact differential. Exact differential है. Okay, आणि याची व्हॅल्यू किती येते? तर एवढी येते. So we can just say this is an exact differential, and it gives us an exact differential conditions. We just say this transformation that they have given, that is p and q, capital P and capital Q as new coordinates, they are nothing but canonical. So p conditions are, condition is saying we have this capital P, capital Q. You just find out the value of this dq. Okay, dq ची व्हॅल्यू फाइंड आउट करा. ती फक्त जे ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन आहे त्याच्यावर टाकून द्या and just check it out whether it gives us an exact differential. If it gives an exact differential, then it is canonical, and if it will not give this exact differential, then it becomes a It will not a canonical transformation. Okay. जर कॅनॉनिकल असतील तर त्या कंडिशन्स आपल्याला मिळतील, नसेल तर त्या कंडिशन्स ज्या आहेत त्या आपल्याला पाहायला मिळणार नाही. सो वी कॅन हॅव दॅट पॉइंट. So you just look at the conditions whether it will give us a canonical transformation or not. I will give one example for you. So the example is like this. If Q is equal to, just have a look. Show that the transformation P is equal to Q raised to 1 half, Q, small q raised to 1 half into sine of 2p, sine of 2p, small p, and Q is equal to Q raised to 1 half, that is small q raised to 1 half, and cos of 2p are canonical. Okay, just try to solve this. What is the problem? Show that P is equal to Q raised to 1 half, small q raised to 1 half sin 2p, and Q is equal to capital Q is equal to Q raised to 1 half cos of 2p are canonical. So this is one problem. We just have a look. If this is canonical, then you can just have to look at the conditions. Just find out the value of dq. Then you just get realized whether it is an exact or not. If it is exact, then it's fine. Then it's said to be a canonical transformation or a contact transformation. Okay. So this is all about your canonical transformations. We have seen 4 generating functions, and then we have looked at this canonical transformations. Now what we have to look at? Now we have to look at the point that is called as a Poisson's bracket. Okay, Poisson's bracket, or it is also known as Poisson's bracket. Okay, I silent, so you can have that is Poisson's bracket. So we have to look at the definition of this first Poisson's bracket, and then we will look at the some of the transformation equations, some of the identities for this Poisson's bracket. So the condition is, suppose we have a 2 dynamical variables, let us say u, that depends upon this p, q, t, and some other variable, let us say v, and which depends upon the same variable, that is p, q, t. Okay. For any 2 dynamical variables, let us say u and v, the Poisson bracket of uv, I will write that Poisson bracket. So the Poisson bracket is given in terms of a square bracket. Okay, square bracket मध्ये हे घ्यायचं. So the Poisson bracket that can be given in terms of the square bracket of uv, and that is equal to, okay, so that must be equal to summation over r, and that is given as, so as this u that depends upon p and q, will have that point, and we can write that is given as summation over I gamma u by gamma qi, gamma u by gamma qi, okay, into this gamma v by gamma pi minus gamma u by gamma pi into gamma v by gamma qi. So this is known as the definition of this Poisson's bracket. Parat ekda pa, we'll have this Poisson's bracket of uv, and that is defined like this: summation over I gamma u by gamma qi, gamma v by gamma pi minus gamma u by gamma pi, and into gamma v by gamma qi. Or we can write this Poisson's bracket of uv, okay, of this pq or qp. We'll just write first q and then p, so we can have that a proper sequence. So this is written like this: Poisson's bracket of this uv that can be given as derivative of u and v. So derivative of uv divided by the gamma of qi pi. This is the simplest thing. सगळे लक्षात येते का पा म्हणजे काय Poisson bracket of uv is gamma u by gamma qi first thing into gamma v by gamma pi. This is one term. Okay, the second term is minus gamma v by gamma u by gamma pi cross करा gamma u by gamma pi and gamma v by gamma qi. So you'll have that point gamma u by gamma qi gamma v by gamma pi minus gamma u by gamma pi gamma v by gamma qi. So this is called as the definition of this Poisson bracket. Now we have to look at some of the identities. The identity is like this. The Poisson bracket of any two dynamical variable is anti-commutative. Okay, so you just say first one, the Poisson bracket of any two dynamical variable is anti-commutative. What does it mean? It means that we have to show the Poisson bracket of uv is equal to minus the Poisson bracket of vu. Poisson bracket of uv, it is same as that of vu when it is having a negative sign. So we'll have this point and we'll have to prove this. Let us say we'll take an LHS. Okay, so what is LHS? LHS is nothing but the Poisson bracket of uv. So as per the definition, we have a condition that is summation over I, okay, into this gamma u by gamma qi into this gamma v by gamma pi minus gamma u by gamma pi into this gamma v by gamma qi. That is our Poisson bracket. Okay, so we just write this Poisson bracket that should be in terms of this vu. How we can write? Now we'll just write this term first and this one second. हे अगोदर घेऊया की नंतर घेऊया. जर आपल्याला हे बॅलन्स करायचं असेल तर निगेटिव्ह साइन बाहेर घ्यावं लागेल. So just look at the conditions. I can write it with minus sign. Summation over I into this gamma u by gamma pi. Okay, multiplied by gamma v by gamma qi minus this gamma u by gamma qi into gamma v by gamma pi. सगळ्यांनी लक्षात येते का पहा निगेटिव्ह साइन बाहेर घेतलाय. So minus this term becomes minus, this term becomes plus. So you can have that term again, we can write in this form. So what is this? So this is nothing but minus. Just check out the definition. uv तर Poisson bracket असेल तर या पद्धतीने आणि vu असेल तर या पद्धतीने. So you just have that condition. That is, we can just write that in terms of these conditions that is given as. So I'll just have a look. That is summation over I into gamma v by gamma qi. Okay, पहिली टर्म कुठली असते q ची, दुसरी टर्म कुठली असते p ची. So I'll just write that gamma v by gamma qi first into gamma u by gamma pi. Okay, minus gamma v by gamma this pi into this gamma u by gamma qi. And what is this? This is nothing but minus the Poisson bracket of vu and that is your RHS. सगळ्यांच्या लक्षात येते का पहा. So the condition is like this. Okay, so Poisson bracket of uv is equal to minus Poisson bracket of vu, or you can just say the for any two dynamical variables the Poisson bracket is anti-commutative. सगळ्यांच्या लक्षात येते का पहा, हे परीक्षेला विचारलं जातं. So we'll have that point that uv is equal to minus vu. So this is first one. Then just say the second one. The second one is somewhat simpler. The second point is show that the Poisson bracket of UU is equal to U. The simplest one. Okay, so just take the LHS. So as per the definition, the Poisson bracket of U V that is given in terms of this. So I can write the Poisson bracket of UU is gamma U by gamma Q1 into this gamma V by gamma Pr minus gamma U by gamma Q1 gamma U by gamma Pr. Not Pr, it is Pr. Or I can write that first Pi and then Qi. So as per our definition, so this is Pi and this is Qi. So what is this? This is not V, this is U. As per our definition, UV. So UV, we have the same symbol, we have the same dynamical variable. So UU, therefore gamma U by gamma Qi, gamma U by gamma Pi, gamma U by gamma Pi, gamma V by gamma U by gamma Qi. And what is this? This is equal to 0. And what is that? That is nothing but your RHS. Poisson bracket are same. So you just cancel this term and this is equal to 0. So you just say this is your Poisson bracket. Now we have one more. I just say the third one. The condition is like this. The third one is just look like this. The Poisson bracket of UC is equal to 0. Where C is constant. Where C is constant. So what is the Poisson bracket? So if you have an LHS, so the Poisson bracket of UC is equal to summation over R into this gamma U by gamma Qi, okay, into gamma C by gamma Pi minus gamma U by gamma Pi into gamma C by gamma Qi. But as C is constant, what is the value of gamma C by gamma Pi? This gamma C by gamma Pi is 0. Okay? And this gamma C by gamma Qi, that is also equal to 0. So what is the Poisson bracket value? The Poisson bracket of UC, that is equal to 0, and that is nothing but your RHS. So this is the simplest thing. We have one more. So if you can have a conditions, the condition is like this. If C is constant, okay, just one more. So this is the third one. Now we'll have a fourth one. If C is constant, okay, they are asked to show that the Poisson bracket of CUV is equal to Poisson bracket of CV is equal to Poisson bracket of C into Poisson bracket of UV. Okay, simple one. So I'll just take one by one. Just check it out. Let us say the Poisson bracket of CUV. Okay, Poisson bracket of CUV. So I write that as summation over R into this gamma CU by gamma Q1 into gamma V by gamma PR. First thing. Okay, minus we'll have gamma CU by gamma PR into gamma V by gamma Q1. What is this? This is, what is C? C is constant, you can take it outside. So I can write this is C into the summation over I, gamma U by gamma Q1, okay, into this gamma V by gamma Pi, minus this gamma U by gamma Pi, into gamma V by gamma Q1. And what is this? This is C into the Poisson bracket of uv. So one thing is proved, cuv is equal to c into uv. Now just check it out this one. Let now just the conditions. Now let us consider the Poisson bracket of UCV. So how can you write this? This is written as summation over I gamma u by gamma pi, not pi, the first term is qi, into this gamma cv by gamma pi, first thing, minus this gamma u by gamma pi into gamma cv by gamma qi. So what is this? This is again the c is constant which is taken outside. So this is c into this summation over I into this gamma u by gamma qi into gamma v by gamma pi, and that is given minus gamma u by gamma pi into gamma v by gamma qi. And so what is this? This is nothing but c into the Poisson bracket of uv. So these things are same, and so you can just say the Poisson bracket of cuv is equal to Poisson bracket of ucv is equal to the Poisson bracket of c into uv. C into the Poisson bracket of uv. So we'll have that points. We just make sure I will calculate. So what you have to remember, we'll have to just look at the definition of your Poisson bracket. So Poisson bracket of uv is nothing but summation over I gamma u by gamma qi. Just remember that u is differentiated with respect to qi first, then v is differentiated with respect to pi, then with the negative sign u differentiate with respect to p and v differentiate with respect to q. So same techniques फक्त आपण याच्यामध्ये यूज करतो, and we just have to solve this and we just obtain that these identities that will get proved. So we'll have this one point. We'll have some other identities which are very simple. So we'll just look at the condition, that is another Poisson's bracket. So I'll write it here. Remember now the definition of this Poisson's bracket. We'll have some more identities. So the condition is like this. Show that, or we'll have to prove that distributive property of this Poisson bracket, and that gives us, that is u plus v, Poisson bracket of u plus vw is equal to Poisson bracket of uw plus the Poisson bracket of vw. Now we'll have three dynamical variables u, v and w, and for that we'll have to just show this, that is this Poisson bracket that gives us these conditions. Okay, now this is the simplest one. We'll just say an LHS. So what is LHS? LHS is nothing but Poisson bracket of u, v, w, and that can be given as summation over I according to our definition, that is gamma by gamma qi of this first term. Now the first term is u plus v into this second term's derivative with respect to pi, that is nothing but gamma w by gamma pi. This is one thing, minus gamma u plus v of gamma pi into gamma w by gamma qi. So that is according to our definition. Okay, definition of the Poisson's bracket. So how can we write this? We can write this as summation over I. Okay, now we have two terms u and v. So how do you write that? I'll just write that in these two forms, that is the derivative of u. I'll just write, then you can just realize, that is gamma u by gamma qi plus gamma v by gamma qi. This is one thing. This should be multiplied by gamma w by gamma pi. Okay, minus, this is the same one, that is gamma by gamma u by gamma pi plus gamma v by gamma pi, I can write that is summation over I. This is written as gamma u by gamma qi. Okay, into this gamma w by gamma pi. One thing minus I can write this as gamma u by gamma pi and gamma w by gamma qi. काय केलं ज्या काही u च्या टर्म्स आहेत त्या सेपरेट आउट करून घेतल्या. Now we have to write the second term, that is for your b, that is your summation over I, and I can write this as gamma v by gamma qi into gamma w by gamma pi minus gamma v by gamma pi into gamma w by gamma qi. So what is this? As per our Poisson's bracket definition, this is nothing but the Poisson's bracket of uw, and the second term is the Poisson's bracket of vw, and this is nothing but your RHS. इथं आपण अजून एक टर्म ऍड करू शकतो, gamma u by gamma qi म्हणजे एक डेफिनेशन हिची काय मल्टिप्लिकेशन ची टर्म आहे ती घेऊ शकतो, gamma u by gamma qi into gamma w by gamma pi plus gamma v by gamma qi gamma w by gamma pi. इथंही त्याच पद्धतीनं म्हणजे हे जे दोन टर्म्स दिले याच्या अजून टर्म्स येतील gamma u by gamma pi gamma w by gamma qi minus gamma u by gamma pi gamma w by gamma qi. अशा टर्म्स आल्या की फक्त आपल्याला त्याला सेपरेट आउट करायचं आहे आणि सेपरेट करून we can just write that equations in this form. So just that u plus v plus w, its Poisson's bracket is nothing but uw plus vw. So you can have that one thing. We'll have one more. We'll just say that is in terms of multiplication. Okay, multiplication देखील एकदम simple है, easy है. So I'll just look at it in this next things, that is the Poisson's bracket is like this. The Poisson's bracket of UVW. Okay, the Poisson's bracket of UVW, that is equal to the Poisson's bracket of, this can be written like this, the Poisson's bracket of UV into this W, okay, plus the Poisson's bracket of V UW. Okay, so this is the property that is known as the distributive property of the multiplication. This one is the distributive property of addition. Now we have a distributive property of multiplication. So UVW. So that is nothing but UVW plus VUW. I just see this. We just take it one by one. Again, we have to look at the LHS and then the RHS. So we'll just join the next meeting. एकच फक्त मिनिट राहिलेला